Everything falls apart at once, your world crumbles, and you freeze, not knowing what to do next. This is for that exact moment. When life hits hardest, your mind goes into panic mode. Every thought screams disaster. Every emotion pulls you under. Because when the mind panics, it doesn't show you reality. It shows you the worst possible version of it. But in the middle of the Mahabharata war, the deadliest crisis imaginable, Krishna gave Arjuna a survival tool that still works today. In chapter 2, verse 14 of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, "The contact of the senses with their objects gives rise to cold and heat, pleasure and pain. These are temporary and fleeting. Endure them bravely, endure them with strength, because they are temporary." Notice what he's saying? This will pass, not because you ignore it, but because that's the nature of reality. Nothing stays. The worst moment you're in right now? Temporary. The unbearable pain? Fleeting. The situation that feels permanent? It's already changing. But here's the key. Krishna didn't say, escape it. He said, endure it bravely. Not with weakness, not with denial, but with the strength to sit through the storm without breaking. Most people either run or collapse. Krishna is teaching a third option. Stand still, feel everything, and trust that this too shall shift. So what do you actually do in the worst moments? In chapter 6, verse 25, Krishna gives the method. Gradually, step by step, with full conviction and patience, one should become situated in trance by means of intelligence, and thus the mind should be fixed on the self alone and should think of nothing else. In simple terms, when chaos surrounds you, anchor in the one thing that's still steady, your breath, your awareness, your presence. Here's the emergency protocol Krishna is teaching. First, stop the spiral. Your mind will try to imagine every worst-case scenario. Don't let it. Bring your attention to right now, this breath, this moment, not tomorrow's problems, not yesterday's regrets, just this single moment, which, if you look closely, is probably bearable. Second, separate yourself from the situation. You are not the crisis. You are the one experiencing it. There's a difference. The storm is outside, you are the shelter within. That's why even in chaos, your inner state decides your fate more than the situation does. Third, take the smallest next step, not the solution, not the full plan, just the next 5 minutes. Survival isn't one giant leap. It's a series of tiny brave choices. To breathe, to stand, to try one more time. Here's what Krishna knew that most people forget in crisis. Strength isn't the absence of fear. It's acting despite it. Arjuna was terrified on the battlefield, shaking, crying, ready to give up. But Krishna didn't say, don't be afraid. He said, be afraid and still rise. Because courage isn't fearlessness. It's taking one step forward even when your legs are trembling. In your worst moment, you don't need to be strong. You just need to not quit. Even a slow step forward counts. The universe only needs you to keep moving. That's enough. That's everything. The worst moments don't define you. How you move through them does. So here's your truth. You've survived every worst moment so far. That's a 100% success rate. This one won't be different. You'll endure. You'll breathe. You'll take the next step. And one day, you'll look back and realize you were stronger than you knew. When life breaks you, remember Krishna's words. This is temporary. You are eternal. If this brought you clarity in a hard moment, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We grow stronger together.